All right, we are recording. Hey, you guys, tonight is Tuesday, July 10th, and we are on our weekly mastermind together. Basically, this is our time every single week for us to kind of come together as new coaches or coaches that are just getting back in to the routine of things, just to kind of talk and have a focus of the week. So, our very first week, we focused on goals and really planning and focusing on ourselves. And now we're talking about expanding your business, growing your business, advancing in rank. And your very first rank is an Emerald coach. And so I wanted to go ahead and have this at the back of your mind this week, so that when you're doing your activities, you have this training in mind while you're posting on your social media. Did that make sense? I feel like I kind of said that backwards. But don't be afraid to use the chat option, because this is something that is like open to like chat. Like, it's not just a training. Like, we can talk to each other, we can chat. Sometimes the stuff on Facebook comes in a little delayed, but I am going to keep an eye out on it. I will be watching it. Okay, so Emerald, that is your very first rank. That is just you plus two other people. That is you helping two people join this just as you did, okay? This is like that leadership component that you are adding to your business, leadership layer that you're adding to your business, because now this means that you're influencing and empowering others to take action in their own life. And I think that's such a big deal, because I think we get it stuck in our head sometimes, especially as a new coach, because we get really, really nervous and we get really afraid of what people might think of us whenever we post on our social media. And I totally get it. I mean, when I started, I had like 200 friends total on like all of my social media platforms, which I only had Twitter and Facebook. So that's not that much. Anyway, but we need to realize that this business isn't about us. Like, it's about our journey and it's about our story, but it's the impact that our journey and our story has on other people. And the fact that we can influence other people, not just to make a physical change, but to make an emotional and financial change, is really huge. Like, I feel like that's really what kind of sets us apart. And I feel like that's what sets Beachbody apart, is we've got this whole gift of health and wellness and fitness and nutrition, and you tie it all together with this thing called coaching, and it just like blossoms into an amazing stargazer lily. And I'm saying stargazer lily because those are my favorites, but you get what I'm saying, right? So let's start talking about the perks of Emerald, and then we're going to go directly into all how to get to Emerald, the best, how to strategize, how to get to Emerald, what you should be saying to get to Emerald, and stuff like that. Okay, so obviously there's several perks of becoming an Emerald coach. Remember, that is just you, and you just have two people who join you just as you did, right? So whenever you become an Emerald coach and you also are hitting Success Club, you can start earning free customer leads. What does this mean? So for me, I get anywhere from probably 7 to 10 free customers every single month. And these are just people that go directly to Beachbody, or they go to Amazon and they purchase a workout from the Beachbody site. Instead of going to Team Beachbody and ordering something, they go to beachbody.com and they order. Well, what happens is every Emerald and above coach who's also earning Success Club goes into a lottery wheel, basically. And every time, and it doesn't matter if you're an Emerald coach or Star Diamond coach, everyone goes through that lottery wheel. I guess it's not a lottery. It's more like you just go through the Beachbody, just put you through this cycle, and whoever is Emerald and above plus earning Success Club will start getting free customers from people that just go to Beachbody to order programs. And this happens a lot. Like I said, I get anywhere from 7 to 10. I would say sometimes even like 12 and 13 new free customers every single month. And these are just people that I connect with, that I talk to. Actually, one of my top coaches, who is incredible. She was actually one of my customer leads. So I think that's pretty awesome that I connected with one of my customers and she became one of my top Star Diamond coaches. So that is another perk, is that you're getting these people that are being sent to you that are already doing a program. They already love Beachbody. So now you get to put them in a challenge group and connect with them and build a relationship with them, and they could be your next rockstar coach. Okay. But also another perk of becoming Emerald is the recognition slash like community aspect, because whenever you hit your very first rank, you're going to be recognized for that. And it's going to go on Facebook and Instagram and wherever else your coach decides to put it. And so people outside of our little circle are going to see what you're up to, and they're going to be like, whoa, what is she up to? What is she being recognized for? Oh shit, she's getting some free swag. And so they're going to see that and they're going to think that's awesome, because not only whenever you're an Emerald coach and Earning Success Club, Beachbody sends you free stuff every single month. I've gotten umbrellas. I've gotten blankets. I've gotten, like today was a free exclusive meeting with the girl who wrote Girl Wash Your Face. So something Hollis, Amanda Hollis or something like that. I forgot her name. But anyway, so can you guys hear me? I'm worried that you can't hear me. Hold on. I just got a text message. Let me make sure. Nope, it looks like I'm good. But anyway, you're going to have that recognition. People are going to see that you're up to something, but not only that, they're going to see you're up to something and you're succeeding at it. So that's kind of a big deal for gaining hype and interest around your own business, okay? And then obviously you're going to have exclusive access to different types of trainings. So I know for me, my upline coach hosts several exclusive trainings. Her sister is actually one of the trainers, Shalene Johnson. So Janelle Summers is my personally sponsored coach. And a lot of times she hosts exclusive trainings, but the only way that my coaches can get into it is if they're Emerald and above. So when you're Emerald and above, you get access to these trainings that you cannot get anywhere else. Also, you start earning this thing called Team Cycle Bonus. Team Cycle Bonus is the bomb.com. I'm totally taking that old school, but basically that's the longevity of this business. And I don't like to talk about like my income aspect of stuff very much, but you know, every single week I might earn like maybe $100, $200 in commissions from things that I actually sell. I earn $6,000 plus a week from just the Team Cycle Bonus. And that is because I decided to go Emerald over and over and over again. And I trained my team to go Emerald over and over and over again, which in return is changing lives. I am empowering others to take a leap of faith in their life and to make a change. And I find that like, that's so near and dear to my heart. And obviously it is because I'm here and I'm training you how to do the exact same thing. But you've got to get out of the fear, and you've got to let the BS voices in your head telling you that you're not capable or that this is scary. You've got to let that go. Emerald honestly is a mindset. Going Emerald is actually really, really simple. But if you make it hard, it's going to be hard. Okay. So you've got to get in the mindset right now. All right. Emerald is not your goal. Emerald is a stepping stone to your goal. And that's how I want you to think of it, okay? I want you to see yourself as an Emerald right now, but I want you to think 6 months down the road from now. Where do you want to be? What rank do you want to be? I have seen people go Star Diamond in their first 90 days as a coach. So where do you want to be in the next 6 months? Because Emerald is just your stepping stone to get there. Emerald is a place for you to gaze upon so that you can stay focused ahead, because your goal, remember, is just to go Emerald over and over and over again. And you've got to be persistent with that, because some people are going to say, yeah, I want to do this. And then they're going to back out. And then some people might ghost you and they might not even respond to your messages. And that's going to happen. You're going to hear no. That would happen in any business. Think of someone who owns a retail shop. Someone walks in and they don't buy anything. They walk out, right? It's the same exact thing, except you just own your own business and it's behind a computer screen and people get to buy stuff off of a website instead of coming to your house or going to your shop to buy. It's the same thing. People are going to tell you no. People are going to ghost you. And then people are going to ghost you. And then in 2 weeks or 2 months or 6 months or a year, they're going to come back and be like, okay, I'm ready. And what's really important is that when people are telling you no, it just means not right now. Until they tell you to F off and to stop talking to them, it just means not right now. So you've got to keep your confidence up. Don't allow someone telling you no or ghosting you to scare you away from not being persistent and not speaking your heart and speaking your mission and speaking your purpose, okay? I think it's really important for you to stay focused on the good. Stay focused on how you feel whenever you're working out, how you feel when you're checking into your challenge groups, how you feel when you're on these team calls. Like, you can be talking about that right now. You can literally take a screenshot and post it and talk about how you're on a training right now and how, you know, blessed you are to have this in your life, because so many people are still looking for their purpose in life and they're wandering around aimlessly, and you are sitting right here on a landmine is not a good thing. You don't want to sit on a landmine. You want to sit on a gold mine. Anyway, so you have to get in that mindset of being grateful and being blessed and and having this abundant feeling of, I am going to share this with the world. Okay. Of course, the easiest way to become Emerald would be just to sign up your significant other and your best friend. But I want you to become a leader. And while, yes, that is your easiest way of becoming Emerald, I do want to share with you first the leadership way of growing your business, because I don't want you building a business on a deck of cards, because that's flimsy, right? I want you to build a rock solid, kick-ass business that has longevity, okay? So when you're developing your leadership skills, you cannot be fearful of growth, because if you're being fearful of growth, then you're afraid of what you're capable of doing. To be afraid of leadership is to be afraid of your ability. It's being afraid of your capabilities, and that's not you. Don't talk yourself out of this before you even get started. If you're in this right now and you're like, I'm giving myself 90 days, I'm giving myself 6 months, you're basically already setting yourself up for failure, because in the back of your mind, you're thinking about that coach cancellation sheet that I printed out at one time and actually filled out, but I didn't have a fax, so I couldn't fax it in. And thank goodness I didn't. But think about this. All coaches start right here. All coaches start at ground zero. $0, 0 Success Club points, 0 elite points, 0 everything. You are no different than the top 10, top 50, top 1,000 coaches in this business. The only thing that sets you apart right now is that you're new or that you're starting over. That's it. And you get to decide the direction of your business. And if you're having issues with confidence and leadership, that's why we have personal development. We have personal development to fill our cup, to help us grow, to help us overcome that fear of rejection, to help us overcome that fear of speaking out and being a leader. Start viewing yourself as a CEO. You are the freaking CEO of your business right now. You own a business. Look at this as if you just invested $250,000 into this. Because what business allows you to invest $160 for a freaking challenge pack that can turn into a 7-figure business? You guys, like, I think back and I had to invest a lot more into Beachbody, because back then it was just a lot more expensive, because I bought like every single DVD. I think I invested like altogether, I think it was like $450, because I bought like the all-inclusive DVD pack basically. And that did not include Shakeology. And so I invested a lot more, and I had like no money to do it on, but I did it anyway. And I took that leap of faith. I couldn't see the staircase, but I did it anyway, because I was like, you know what? My back is against the wall and I'm going to make this work. And I think that is the mentality that got me through those unsexy days, the days where I just wasn't succeeding, the days where I was being told no, or there were crickets on my last post and no one clicked like or comment or anything like that. Believe me, I had plenty of those days. So I want you right now to take on the leadership role, to take on the role of not backing down and not giving up when it gets hard and when it gets rough and when people tell you no. I want you to stay excited for the opportunity. I want you to stay connected with the team. I want you, because the more you stay connected, the more grateful of a heart you have, guess what? That is going to show in your post. It's going to come across in your Instagram stories, in the photos that you take, and people are going to flock to you because they feel your vibe, they feel your energy, and they feel the growth happening, okay? You don't have to talk about how much money you've made, and you don't necessarily have to talk about the number of pounds you've lost. Whenever you're painting that picture on your social media, and whenever you're sharing that vision of what is possible to others, they will naturally come to you because they're seeing something that they see for themselves, okay? So continue taking on that leadership role. Your story, your mess is your message, all right? Your story is what is going to help others get out of a dark place. Like my darkest days, I look back and I'm like, I've had some really hard times in my life, but because I decided to step out of the shadows and I decided to overcome my fear of being judged, because that was the biggest thing that was holding me back when I joined, was the fear of being judged. I just realized I took off all my makeup today. I had on red eyeshadow and my eyes are still pink from my red eyeshadow. It like stained my eyelids. That is so off topic, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, whenever I stepped out from the darkness, I grew and I expanded because I allowed my mess and my dirty past become a stepping stone for others to turn their mess into a message. Okay? Take on the leadership role. If I was not sharing my story with others, I would be doing a disservice. I really would. If I didn't share my experiences with my top coaches on my team, where would they be? Where would I be? Like, it's scary to think about what kind of life I would be living right now if I never shared my experiences, if I never put those photos on Facebook that I tried to hide from the world, if I never told people about my divorce and my debt, my eating disorders, if I never told people about my struggles and, a past perfectionist, like, what if I would have never shared those experiences? What kind of life would I be living? Where would my top coaches be? Find ways that this business has already changed your life. So as a brand new coach, I get it. It's difficult because you don't have that financial success yet. And maybe you don't have that huge physical transformation yet. You're cool. You're fine. Neither did I. I lost an additional 30 pounds after becoming a coach, 35 pounds after becoming a coach. So you have to get creative in finding ways that this business has already changed your life. Maybe it's the sense of community, the sense of accountability, of feeling like you have a place, of having a place of purpose and passion, of having a drive, of feeling like you can openly share your life with others so that they can make a change. Just don't be afraid of sharing. Sharing is caring, and people need to hear your message. People need to hear your story. So when you're getting ready to post on your social media to start attracting people to you to grow your business, I want you to post as confident as top coaches. I want you to go into your online office and I want you to go look up like the top 25 coaches, top 50 coaches. And I want you to go to all of their Facebooks and Instagrams and YouTubes. And I want you to see how they portray themselves, how they talk, how they hold themselves, what kind of conversations are they having. And that is the role that you need to take on. I'm not telling you to copy them. I'm telling you to go and look at what they have to offer. Find that coach or handful of coaches that you just resonate with. And I want you to duplicate what they're doing with your personality, with your twist, with what you have to offer, with your story, with your message, okay? Because I guarantee you, and I follow top coaches. I look at the top 10 coaches, top 25 coaches on a weekly basis, okay? Not as competition, but as I look at them and I'm aspiring to be like them. I am feeling inspired by their message. I'm inspired by the way that they hold themselves and by the way that they communicate. And I take what is clearly working for them and I make it my own. And that's exactly what I want you to do. Okay? So how do you get to Emerald? How do you get there? I said this a while ago. Obviously, the easiest way is to sign up your significant other. That's the most important one because that's an extra stream of income and it's a business center that you can control. And I find that to be a beautiful thing. My husband does not actively in the forefront work the business. Now, he does help me in the background, like with numbers and stuff like that. But as far as the forefront, I run his business. I do all of that stuff. And if I put a coach under him, I'm like, yeah, you're still working with me. You're just being placed here. But how do you get to Emerald where it's sustainable and you keep going Emerald? Because that's the important thing. You don't just go Emerald once. You go Emerald as many effing times as possible. So how do you get there? What are you going to do to become Emerald? Number one, you've got to be doing the vital behaviors every single day. Working out, drinking your shake, listening to personal development. Recognize the people in your boot camps that are kicking ass. Like, shout them out. We love that. But not only that, inviting and sharing and starting conversations every single day. And that is the most scariest part. It's so scary to start conversations. But let me tell you, if you started with me, how did I start talking to you? Think about that. How did me and you start having a conversation? We talked like we were friends. We talked about our kids and our activities, our tattoos, our makeup, our hair, whatever we have in common. All right. And the result of your daily behaviors is the energy that you're putting into it. Okay. And if you're not doing those activities, if you're not inviting, you're not sharing, you're not starting conversations, you're not posting on your social media, you're not going to grow. And that's what I want to happen. I don't want you to just sign up your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend and that be the end of it. Like, I want you to grow. I want you to grow and to be an Emerald 100 times over again. So you've got to be sharing a snippet of your day every single day. Share your journey. Use your social media as a blog. You've got to be running challenge groups, okay? That is really important. No matter if you're running a challenge group with me or another person in the group or by yourself, the way that you are going to get people interested in coaching is when you have results coming from your challenge group. It is our job to be an accountability coach, to be an accountability partner. So what are you doing to help people get started on their journey? When people love the products, when they fall in love with the workouts, they believe. And when there's a belief, they want to talk about it. Just like I talk about a hair color product that I absolutely love. I use Arctic Fox on my hair, okay? I scream this from the top of my lungs at the top of mountaintops because it works. It's good for my hair. My hair is soft. My hair feels good. It's not harmful. It's vegan. It's cruelty-free. It's all that stuff. So I want to talk about it, right? I love it. I love this hair color and it stays in my hair. Okay, so I scream at the top of my lungs about it. Same thing with Beachbody. I believe in it. I believe in the mission, in the integrity, in the products, in the vibe, in the community, in every part of this business. I believe in it. I believe in it because of what it's done for me. And so I'm going to talk about it. And that is how I'm going to attract people to my tribe, is by talking about it and putting energy behind it. Okay? And being consistent and being patient. Consistency really is key. You can't show up for a week and then disappear, because sometimes you got to tweak what you're posting on your social media. And what worked last month or last year well, if you tried it last year, I guarantee you it's not going to work this year because we're always evolving and social media is always evolving. And you got to work with that, right? We're constantly growing creatures. So you've got to be patient. You have to be consistent because people are watching you even if you don't know. And I gave this analogy, I think last week or the week before. You know, when you're walking back and forth and you're window shopping and you're waiting for your favorite pair of shoes to go on sale, that store has no idea that you're waiting for that pair of shoes to go on sale. But as soon as they go on sale and soon as the time is right, they're running in there, you are running in there and you're buying those shoes, right? But that store had no idea that you were watching. That store had no clue that you were watching. And that is how it is. Some people are afraid to click like. Some people are afraid to send a message and they're afraid to comment because they're watching to see if you stick with this. They're watching to see if you really are going to make this happen for yourself. And it's your job to prove those people wrong or right, whatever they're saying about you, okay? In my case, I was going to prove everyone wrong because everyone told me, it's just another pyramid scheme. It's never going to work. No one is ever successful. My family was telling me that this was dumb, that it's not going to work. My husband was suspicious of it. And so I had to prove all of them wrong. And I proved myself right, that I could do this, that I am possible, I am capable, I am one of those people at the top. And I will always be one of those people at the top. And the activities I'm talking about tonight, I'm going to be doing 10 years down the road because I know what works and I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to keep teaching my team to do it because I know it works. It's built a 7-figure team. It's built an elite team, a top 0.1% team. So be consistent in your activities. Even if you're the only person clicking like on your post, tag me. I'll go click like. I promise. So whenever you're thinking about growing your team, I want you to start cultivating your dream team list. And the people that go on your dream team are the people that you want to work with, that you know you're like, these are the people. This is my tribe. This is who I want. They have the same values and morals and vibe as I do. These are the people I want on my team. So I want you to write down a list of people that you want to reach out to about this business. And I need you, whenever you're writing it down, to really manifest that list. I want you to be believing in your future 6 and 7-figure earning dream team. I want you to write down the values and the vibe of your future team. I want you to get so specific that you are creating your avatar, okay, of who your dream team is. I'm going to make sure there's no questions coming through, you guys. Just one second. I want people, nope, we're good. Awesome. I want you to get so specific. Is your person married? Do they have kids? Have they been divorced? Are they in debt? Where do they live? What kind of car do they drive? What do they aspire for themselves? Do they stay at home with the kids? What kind of job do they have? What kind of past do they have? Are they past athletes? Are they college graduates? Were they in a sorority or a fraternity? I want you to get deep because you are going to connect with your tribe of people. So for me, I connect with a lot of people with fun hair, with tattoos, with celiac disease, with hypothyroidism, people that are outdoorsy and like people who are super empathetic people, people who have a lot of empathy for others, like spiritual type people. Moms, usually between 25 and 40 is about my age range. People who used to be ex-athletes. I had a scholarship for cheerleading, so that's kind of like I vibe with those kind of people, outdoorsy people, pale people, people who love Disney and mermaids and unicorns and majestical creatures and stuff like that. Like that is what I vibe with. Okay. Those are the people that I just feel at home with. And so that is what you want to do. You create your dream team. That's going to look different from everyone. But if you're on this team, we're going to have you're going to be a little weird. I'm just going to say, because I think I'm weird and I attract weird people. So I guess we're all weird. But anyway, I want you to create your dream team list, okay? And I want you to manifest that, and you just start cultivating and you start thinking about it. And then you start posting about it, because those are the people that you are trying to reach, okay? When you're inviting and whenever you're posting, when you're inviting publicly and you're inviting in messages, you don't want to stop yourself from doing hard things. And inviting is the hardest part of this business, especially if you're like me and you're a self-proclaimed introvert. And it's scary to talk to people, especially about something that you're just beginning. And that's okay. We all just begin. But if you're stopping yourself from sending that message because you're scared of the fear of rejection, fear of failure, whatever it is, one day you are going to look back and you're going to regret never going for it. Because the most uncomfortable things that we face in life are usually the things that help us grow, that get us outside of our comfort zone. And in this case, it grows our business, okay? So you need to start having conversations, and 5 to 10 conversations a day where you just start talking. And I want you to track it. There's actually this tracking journal that's for network marketing. It's called the High Achievers Playbook. If you go online right now, I think it's like 20% off or something like that. But it's actually made for network marketers. So you can track people you're talking to. You can track your activities. It's like a beautiful thing, and it's really pretty. So I suggest investing in that. But when you're inviting, bulk invite. Okay, so which means you're using a similar script for everyone. You can copy and paste, but you tweak it as necessary for the person you're talking to. Okay, inviting is scary at first. And I've never really been afraid of inviting once I figured it out. But then when we expanded to the UK, I got all nervous again because we expanded and we're in a new country. And so I went back to my basics of inviting, and I'm so glad I did, because we're growing a team over in the UK now. Sorry, you guys, I gotta change my body posture. Oh, that's an ugly view. Gotta look up my nose. Anyway, but it's so important that you get out of that fear of failure mindset and get into the mindset of you're a leader, you're a business owner, you're a CEO, you've got this shit, okay? So inviting. There's a couple ways of inviting, and I'm going to talk about cold invites, and then I'm going to talk about warm invites, okay? So pay attention to the people who are already your friends, the people that you follow on Instagram and the people that follow you. What are they posting about? Okay. I want you to take notice to those who are really great with social media, because it's a wonderful thing whenever you have someone that joins you that already loves social media and they like posting and they put themselves out there. And then I also want you to take notice of who's already working out. Like, I notice a lot of people in the UK, they like to do the BBG and the Tone It Up and the Kayla, I guess BBG and the Kayla Istens or Istens, however you say her name, is the, like, they like to do home workouts, okay? So whenever I'm connecting with people from the UK, I can start a conversation pretty easily that way, because I talk about, oh, you work out from home. What workouts do you do? Oh, have you ever heard of Beachbody? Have you ever heard of, you know, and maybe it's like right now I'd probably talk about Lift 4, since that's coming out next week. Whenever you are thinking about people on your dream team and the people that are on your list, are they likable? Do they have a likable personality? And then would you want to hang out with them in real life? Like, hello, we go on vacations in Beachbody. Like in September, I'm going on vacation with 30 people from the team, and we're meeting up in Miami, and I can 100% say I would go on vacation with every single one of those girls. And it's because we all vibe. We attracted one another. And so I want you to pay attention to those cues right now, because that's what as a brand new coach, those are some things that you have to think about. You need to think about the people that are already supporting you, the people that are already clicking like and commenting on your stuff, regardless if it's about your workouts or your journey or not, because those are going to be like your people probably. So they're going to be people you want to invite. So what do you say? Here are some cold invites, okay? Number one, before you send a cold invite, make sure you're liking and commenting on their page. So engage with them so that whenever they get a message from you, it's not like an unfamiliar face. They're going to know, oh, I recognize her. She's liked and commented. Oh, we've gone back and forth before. So this is like a cold invite that I would send to someone. Hey girl, I found your page so inspiring and I've been watching you for a while. And I have to say your vibe is awesome. Are you a coach too? Because it would be you would be an amazing fit for it. Just like that. Okay. And she comes back and she says no. Or she says, I thought about it. I just really don't know much about it. I would say, oh my God, girl, you should totally check it out. I'm co-hosting a sneak peek next week. Want me to throw you in it? No obligation, of course. It will just be on Facebook. Or you can just be a fly on the wall. Whatever you want to say. That's an example of a cold invite. Or I would say something to the extent of, hey girl, I cannot believe I have not messaged you yet, but today you were on my mind and I had to send you a message. You are the type of girl I want to link arms with and to move mountains with, whatever you want to say. And I would love for you to check out what I've been up to lately. You know, would you want to be a fly on the wall and have a look into my new, business venture or whatever you want to call it? I don't know. I'm horrible at coming up with stuff on the top of my head, like if I'm not typing it out. But anyway, this is just an example of a cold invite right there. And guess what? Next week I'm hosting a sneak peek. So it's a perfect time to start inviting today, like right after we get off this training, to invite for next week's sneak peek because I'm hosting it and you can be a fly on the wall. You can see how I host it, throw your people in there, and then once they're done, they'll sign up with you. Perfect, right? Another way to cold invite is right here. Whenever you're talking to someone after you've invited them, talk to them about why they would be an incredible coach. Okay? So you need to have stalked them or talked to them long enough where you can tell them why they would be an incredible coach because they need to see that vision. Most people who say no to this aren't educated about it and don't know anything about it, so that kind of turns them off. But you need to talk to them about why they would be an amazing fit for this, okay? So for another cold invite, I might say, hey girl, I found your page so inspiring and I've been watching you for a while and I have to say your vibe is awesome. Same thing. I see you're working out from home. What workouts are you doing? Just like that. That is something I send to like my UK people. And then, as I said, reach out to people in bulk. So copy and paste because sometimes those cold invites are needed. Like that, I have found that whenever I do cold invites, I sharpen my communication skills up because I'm about to embark on conversation with someone I've never met or talked to before, and I haven't previously built a solid relationship with, and I'm an introvert. So I have to sharpen up on my communication skills, and it's really scary at first, okay? And, I would say I've got like a 60% message return rate. So not bad, not bad. Not everyone I send a message to responds, but I would say 60% of people do. And sometimes people say no, and it's okay to have no's because you have to weed through those no's to get to the yeses. Still to this day, people tell me no. I hear no like 5-10 times a day. Like, okay, some will, some won't. So what? Move on. Like it just happens. That's life. Some don't want to partake. I think they're crazy, but they don't want to do it. And that's okay. So your warm invites, these are going to be the people that you already know, that you've already engaged with. Maybe you know them from high school or college or cheer camp or whatever. So again, like, comment, start that engagement, let people know who you are by showing up on their page. And you've got to remember whenever you're posting, whenever you're commenting and talking to people, you are not a walking billboard for Beachbody. You are not selling a product. You are selling yourself. So you need to find a common ground to start your conversation, okay? So a lot of times whenever I see on Instagram is basically my jam right now. That's where I'm like finding everyone. And Instagram, I will talk to people and I'll come across someone that I've been liking and commenting with, and then I will see a cute ass outfit that they're wearing and I immediately take it to their inbox. I slide into the DM and I'm like, super cute outfit, girl. Where's it from? Or someone will talk about their kid being crazy in their Instagram stories and I'll watch their story and I respond in a message. Oh my gosh, my daughter does that too. Right? So that is a natural conversation starter because there's already a common ground. Or someone I went to high school with that I haven't talked to in forever. Oh my gosh, how are you? We haven't talked in forever. How's it been? It's been like 20 years almost. Like I'll say things like that, you know? Eventually, it's going to lead into, do you work out from home too? Or they'll say, oh, you look great. Oh my gosh, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I've started working out at home and it's like taking all the stress away from me. So much better than going to the gym, you know, like easy, natural conversation starter. Okay. And then why did I put move into your message? Oh, move into your message. And then you start talking about your message, about what you're trying to get across to them, inviting them to a sneak peek, inviting them to be a part of your next boot camp or accountability group or challenge group, whatever you want to call it. I don't really call them challenge groups anymore because I feel like other companies use that. So I call it boot camp, accountability group. Right now it's Best Life Boot Camp. Anyway, and then don't overthink the conversation. Talk to them as if you are having coffee with them at a coffee shop. That is the easiest way to have a conversation, right? You're just doing it behind a computer screen. You know, also voice messages, memos, like sending it to people where they can actually hear your voice, that right there is so much better. They hear personality, they hear voice, they hear you. So then they can hear your excitement, they can hear your personality, they hear your message, they don't just read it. And I have found that that is very good as well. So, your assignment. Dun, dun, dun. Your assignment. Build your dream team list, okay? I want you to write down a list of like 100 people. I don't even know. However many of your dream team. The people you're afraid of asking. I want you to write down your avatar. And then I want you to go post both of those things in the group. And then, part 2, I want you to reach out to 10 to 15 people from that dream team list, and I want you to start a conversation. And out of those 10 to 15, I want 3 of them, at minimum 3 of them, to be cold invites to the sneak peek next week. Can you do it? Yes, you can. You can do it. Because here's the deal. Emerald is easy, and it's fun, and it's exciting if you make it easy, exciting, and fun. But it's a mindset, and it's up to you. You can go Emerald tonight if you wanted to. If you want to be recognized as Emerald on Thursday whenever you wake up, then sign up 2 people before tomorrow at midnight. You need help doing that? Call and text me, and I will help you do that. We will get on the phone with people. We will, there's already scripts and stuff like that that you can use. And yes, like I said, obviously your significant other, and then you could sign up your mom or your sister, your cousin, next door neighbor. It doesn't matter. But the important thing is that you keep going Emerald and you don't stop as soon as 2 people join you. Emerald's just your stepping stone to get to your next destination, and then the next, and then the next. I want your eyes set forward 6 months from now, but obviously I want you to focus on today. But in the back of your mind, where do you want to be 6 months from now? Do you want to be a diamond coach? You want to be a star diamond coach? You want to earn that free ticket to Summit? You want to be on the 2019 Success Club trip? You want to go on the team retreat? Think about these things. You want to be recognized at Summit and walking across the stage with your medal on, there representing your team, hanging out with all of us at a team gathering. What do you want? Think about that. And then do not be afraid to send those messages. You are doing a disservice if you don't. You are keeping a gift away from people. All right, you guys. So, any questions? Any slide you want me to go back over? Use the chat feature either on here or on Facebook. Let me go over here. Any questions, you guys? Oh, I think I have one. Let's see. The list is names of people, I'm assuming, like friends, family, people. Yes. So it is people that are on your Facebook, that are on your Instagram, your friends, your family. You don't even have to know these people. Like there's people that I follow on Instagram that I've been following for a little bit and liking and commenting on a couple of their things. And I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to send them a cold invite or start a warm invite message. You'll be able to assess that once you are looking at their social media. But yes, you definitely want to build that dream team list of people. People you know, people you don't know. I think next week I want to focus on Instagram training. What does everyone think of that? Is it Instagram training cool with everyone? I'll go over Instagram stories, how to message, how to follow up, how to engage, how to find people through hashtags. I feel like next week that would be a really good focus. Is everyone down with that? Awesome. Yes, Instagram training. We will do that. Instagram training will be the one. Seeing if there's any questions on Facebook. Nope, no questions on Facebook. Anything else, you guys? Anything else you want me to go over as far as Emerald and getting to that next goal? So, do I have another question? Nope, no more questions. So, what is your goal for signing up 2 coaches? 1 week? Can you do it in 7 days? I bet you can. 2 people in 7 days. Can you change 2 people's lives in 7 days? I bet you could change 3 people's lives in 7 days. But we'll say 2, and then we'll say 3 people by the end of the month. What about that? 3 people by the end of the month. That would get you to Emerald, and you'd hit Success Club, and you start earning those free leads from Beachbody. What you think? Can you do it? Can you do it? I think you can. All right, you guys. Any questions? Anything you want me to go over? Any concern? All right. So next week will be Instagram training, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. All right, you guys. I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a great week. Bye, everyone.